Update, it's July 19th. My baby's flying in at 6:37 into Gulfport. Go pick her up there. I'm going to have to change because I'm a mess from working on my engine. So, as you know, we got the transmission in, but the trick now is to align the shaft so that it's going straight from the transmission out the hole and through the cutlass bearing, and everything is lined up and good to go. So my old transmission, the shaft with the spline that came from the engine was above the shaft that the shaft that the propeller shaft coupled to. And so it had already a few inches of displacement from lowering the shaft. So with this in here in line, my shaft is too high for the back of the boat. So we decided to adjust the motor mounts. You can see here that on each motor mount there is room for adjustment. Now this one, the front motor mount, appears to be pretty low, which is fine because if anything we'd want that to come up to lower the back end. But the back, the back motor mounts, well, it's gone. So I tried to break the nut loose on this motor mount, and I couldn't do it, so I asked Jerry to help, and he tried to break it free, and he thought the mount was broken, so he said, just take the mount off and we'll replace it. So I took off the 3 bolts that attached the mount to the engine, the 2 lag screws that attached the second part of the mount to the boat, and I took it all off, cleaned it all up, painted it, and lowered the nut quite a bit. So now that part of the engine is much lower than before. Then I manually cranked this nut down to lower this part of the engine until it was resting over there and over here. Then I wedged some wood underneath the transmission to block it up so it won't just fall. And I removed this mount. And so this is the second motor mount I'm going to remove. While I'm doing it, I could just take them all down. I don't really want to. If I don't have to do the front ones, I'll leave them alone. But, yeah, that's a pain. So, I'm going to clean up this one, the one that's missing, and put it back in, put the nut low, and then see where the axle falls in the back hole. As a matter of fact, I might as well go see where it is as we talk. Alright, so it was quite a day today. Here's the missing motor mount. I had to do a bit of running around today, so that took up time, but the nice thing is, I don't have to do that same bit of running around for subsequent motor mounts. So even though the first one did take quite a bit of time to get it all done, the second one theoretically should go quicker. These are the lag screws that hold the bottom part of the motor mount to the boat. Pretty large lag screws. And then there are 3 bolts that hold the upper part of the motor mount to the actual engine block. Alright, I'm trying not to make a mess here. It is a messy deal. So, Eliana will be here today trying to keep things nice. Hopefully she likes it. I have my Spider-Man blankie out on the mattress. So I bought a wax burner to make it smell nice in here and look pretty. So anyway, I'm doing what I can, or at least what I could think of, to make it a little more hospitable for somebody coming from living in Idaho, in a nice house, nice room, with nice parents to take care of. Coming down here to Mississippi, where it's hot. I'm sure it's hot in Idaho too. It's kind of a challenge to come down this ladder while on camera. I just jumped down the rest of the way. Alright, this is my painting table over here. I'm going to clean this one up and get it painted. Alright, there we go. Getting a lot of parts here. There's some nuts and some washers. I bought some stainless steel nuts from Lowe's. You can see this nut is low profile. The nuts from Lowe's are twice as long, twice as some dimension. They're stainless steel. I'm thinking I go purchase some washers too. These washers, I'm sure they're serviceable, but why put on crappy washers, right? So I guess there's still some running around to do. I don't like the running around to do. Alright, gonna get this done. See you next time.